Hi everyone, it's Tarnished Treasures and welcome back to part 2 of my weekend yard sale and rummage sale haul. I feel like I was looking for lampshades for a while and now I just keep finding them everywhere. This gray lampshade, and I thought that would look nice in my son's room. He has gray walls, so I thought for $1, it's in such nice condition. Pick it up, because even at the thrift store, they're not $1 and they're usually not this clean. So even if it doesn't work out for me, I can pass it along, but sometimes it's worth it to spend $1 to see. And he also had this harp that had a finial for $1. This was definitely worth it for a nice finial and a harp in case I would need to, adjust or put something together. I mean, it would look good on this, and maybe that's what it originally came with, so I don't know why it was priced separately, but I thought these were two good things to have on hand. This was only $1, and it's custom framed. It is a painting. You can see that there's gold. It's a peacock. I loved the way that the leaves were done, and looking at it closer, I wonder if it's painted on fabric. I'm not sure. I love the peacock motif. I really just couldn't pass that up for $1. I don't see a signature anywhere. But the reason why I think maybe this is on fabric is just there's like these little wrinkles, but that just could be wrinkled paper too. Since the rummage sale was half price, I wanted to stock up on glitter for my classroom. I spent $3 for all of this glitter, and there are different colors and different sizes. And I think that that would be nice to offer to my students. I know some art teachers are against glitter and some are pro glitter. Thank goodness me and my buddy who I work with are totally pro glitter. I know somebody else who's pro glitter watching this video too. So a nice variety of colors. I think they all look nice together too. I just got a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of stuff to make art with and craft, so I'm just gonna start showing you. This ribbon was $1, and it's just a nice black velvet. Also, I've been stripping and painting today, so pardon the nails. I was so excited for this. That was half of $1, and it is this very thin cream colored velvet. So what I did is I purchased this was $1. It had green cord on it. I took the green cording off. I'm just gonna donate it to my daughter's school because they're doing some sculpture and asked for donations. And I thought that I could wrap this ribbon around that and that would make a nice display. I don't know why I got this, but I know why I got this. So this is called Dad's Puzzler, and it's from 1926, still complete in its box, and it was half of $1. I mean, you could, if you were desperate, use wood like this if you needed to sculpt or craft. I'm not gonna do that because it's complete, but I just couldn't leave it there. Tupperware, half of 75 cents. I can't resist the green color, and that is great for storing things like buttons and sequins and glitter. I paid $1 total for these items. I picked this up because I wanted something to add a little something extra to some plain dresses, and I've been looking for just a clear rhinestone one. I haven't been too successful, but this one is just black and clear and gold, so it might work with the piece that I was thinking about. And then I kind of threw this piece in. It's engraved. It's not very well engraved. It is marked 925, so I'm just gonna put that in my bag of broken jewelry, and when I go to the jewelry store, I can just scrap that. And it's actually got some weight to it, so it might be worth $1 or $2. This belt buckle was half of 75 cents, and this little claw here just looked a little bit older. Not like that one Victorian one that I found. And actually, I don't really know what these buckles are for. I call them a belt buckle. I do believe that maybe ones that had the sharp claws were buckles that were found on shoes. I'm not quite sure, so I should just call them a buckle instead of a belt buckle. All of these items were half price. So this is a pink silky ribbon. It feels so nice. This I purchased because I thought it would be nice for display. So where I have my antique and vintage sewing notions, I just thought that that looked pretty. It's off-white, it looks silky, and it was $1/4. Plus I could actually use it. And then I thought these were so neat the way they had these displayed. So they have been accepting donations and putting things out every week. So I'm gonna try and go back as much as I can because now it's more of like a thrift shop. So this was only $1, and they put together all of these really large buttons, but they've kind of color coordinated them. So these are green, they go into navy blue, they've got this yellow. I mean, it looks like it would be an awesome bracelet, but I thought, how neat. To me, this is inspiration, and it's inspiring me to go find my buttons and start to display them like this as well. Wouldn't that be cool, just hanging on a little hook? This set was only 50 cents. It had some big blue ones, so I might restring these and kind of do my own thing. We'll see. These, I think, are shell. I've got those hooks there. Then this little set was only $1/4, and green is my favorite. So it had some pretty green buttons. And there was also a little set of 2 glass blue buttons that are so pretty, and I'm thinking that they actually slipped through. There was this little rolling rack that I put my stuff on, and I think it slipped through. So I might have to stop by tomorrow and see if I can find them, because I thought that would be a nice addition to this blue set here. And how much was this? And this was 50 cents. Then I found some spools. So this bag of thread and wooden spools was $1/2. And there are some nice ones. My mother-in-law likes those. And then this bag that has bigger ones was $1.25 with 10 spools. And I picked this up because, you know, we both like these, but also I was thinking if you had some type of other ribbon that you wanted to wrap around some, you could. And then we've got a little bag of buttons that was $1/4. I just really like saying $1/4. You guys know me. And this one was 75 cents. So let's open up and see what's in there. In the small bag, these are the ones that I am keeping. And I think that this one looked like the most unique one. I don't have one like that. Oh, and then that one that has a little bit of carving. And then in the larger bag, there were a lot. Now they just need to be soaked and cleaned. There was a penny from 1981. And then these I am keeping so I can make some of these little rings. I'm gonna skip to Vintage Christmas now. So there were these little match boxes, and they were $1/4. And I thought that they were really cute. There are matches in there. They come out like that. And I didn't notice them last time, but they are still taking donations. And when I looked, it is stamped on the side. What does that say? Made in West Germany, Hecht. And then there's like something even smaller, starts with an S in the middle. I can't pass up a beaded and sequined Christmas tree for $1/4. And it has a magnet on it. Then there was this stocking, this mini stocking. It was $1/4, and I thought that it had nice fabric, an older fabric to it. I love mini stockings. And then when I flipped it over, it has a mother of pearl button. So I thought, of course, that has to come home with me. And that would be nice. You could add your own. Ooh, I could do a little red monogram on that. This bag was 75 cents, and I picked it up because I think I want this Santa, so let's open it. So this is what was inside. Little bell, so a nice little collection there. Now this is the bag that I am most excited for. 75 cents, and I think you can see it right there. I can't believe this find because it definitely wasn't there the last time I was there. So he looks to be in very nice condition. I will add him to my little flock. Then there is the remains of a bottle brush tree, and it's definitely a vintage one because you can see the wire is still there, but all the bristles are gone. But I can always use that. And I've never seen any that had a star on top, so I don't know if somebody added that or if it came like that. And then I thought this was just something that was like cheap, and then I'm looking at it closer. I think it was just the addition of the ribbon, well, or yarn, that made it look that way. And I also think someone painted it. So at first I thought somebody made their, what did you say, a modern version of the older putz sheep. But I think someone tried to paint it because after a while they do, you know, look a little scruffy, although I think that one looks like it's in good shape. So it looks to me like somebody might have painted this and then put that little yarn on it. So taking the yarn off, I think, helps. I don't know what I can do about the painted coat. But you see how the legs look just like the other one? So I guess it turns out I actually got two putz sheep for 75 cents, and this one is the largest one I've ever seen. Okay, and also that's the kids in the background getting wild. This piece was 50 cents, and it has so many good things on it. It's got some spun heads. It has glass beads on the pine cones. I really like those little flowers. Sequins and glitter. There's a little bell hanging. I like the cord. So much good stuff. And on the top, this great little embellishment here. So I'm not a big fan of the styrofoam, but I definitely like all of the little bits and bobs to craft with. The last bit of vintage Christmas that I picked up is this Nativity Scene for $1.50. And Mary is removed, but that's an easy fix, or maybe I'll do something else with her. They appear to be like hollow plaster, and I really like that. I just can't get enough. And what's really cool is that on the base, it has a price tag from C.G. Murphy Company for $1.17. I picked up this older frame for $5. I always look to see if it has a wood back, and then I know it's usually a Victorian frame. So the funny story with this frame is that there is a hold area for items that are too big for you to carry as you walk around. So I went and put a few things there, and I noticed that someone else on the shelf had a frame very similar to this. Might have been just a tad bigger, but it was oval, same type of wood. I saw it had a wood backing, and it was marked at $12, which meant it was going to be $6 that day. And I saw it and I said, oh, I would have loved to have a frame like that. You know, I hadn't gotten to the frame section yet. So I thought, well, I'm going to spend some time looking through the frames. And when I got down to the last bin, there was another frame, just like the other one. And I don't know why the person didn't pick both up. I think it's because they didn't realize that the glass was there, but the glass got separated and it was just kind of pushed up against the box. So I was so happy to find one just like the other one. And then even better, this one was only marked at $10 instead of $12. So I got it for $5. Here's a look at the back, and it's just so neat to be able to see how it's put together, and it has the wood backing. So from the front, might have looked like it was a newer frame, just made to look old, and then when you flip it over, you can see just that was handmade. And had the piece of glass. I'm so lucky, so happy. There is going to be a part 3 to this video, so thank you for watching and sticking around for part 2. Stay tuned for part 3.